Okay, everybody. Welcome back to Trigger Tarot. This is going to be for Aquarius and Pisces. So, welcome back, Aquarius and Pisces. What I've been able to do is I'm going to pull up an Archangel card or an Angel card or a Spirit card or something like that. And the first thing I picked was the Star card. And so what you're going to see here on Trigger Tarot is that we're going to draw a lot of major arcana cards, and it just happens that way. You know, I go ahead and let Lady Luck decide for me as far as like these cards and all that, and we just kind of pull up some cards and we figure out what's going to happen for the rest of this month and into the next month. So Aquarius, welcome to this reading here. I hope you're doing well today. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to look at a few things. But before we do that, we're going to pull up Lady Luck. We are going to talk to Lady Luck a little bit and see what she has to say. So I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell for Lady Luck to give us a little bit of luck here. And we'll see what happens. You know, we're going to try to get the best that we can. And so let's go ahead and do this.
Bring out your dead!
So that's Lady Luck for you. She usually has the same message all the time. It's just that it's kind of that way. But let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. So as we pulled this card, I'm going to go ahead and let you pull the cards here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and pull the best card possible. If you can, please, Aquarius, go ahead and pull a major arcana card. And we're going to try to figure something out here. Because Aquarius, I actually have Aquarius in my chart pretty heavily, and so I'd like to help you out too because, well, I mean, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. How about that? Let's go ahead and do this. So Aquarius is going to move through here, and Aquarius is the water bearer, which is a little bit ironic here. You know, we pulled a card, and so we pulled the very card that, is important to all of us. So let's go ahead here, and let's pull the right card. So I'm going to go ahead and just feel my way to it. Aquarius, you are going to give me some energy in order to pull the right thing. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just placing 3 fingers on here. Whatever feels like, abrasive wind. I go ahead and pull that, but I feel like it's a little more over here. That and water too, I guess, would kind of make sense. Just 2 to my left with my middle finger here. 1, 2, right there. Is this the one? Is this the one? Ooh. Alright, so this is your core card here, Aquarius. Okay? So this is going to be that way. I'm going to go ahead and put the star card there. We're going to, go ahead and put your U card here, lover card, other card, and your finale card there. So we're going to go ahead and pull this card, the World. So here on Trigger Tarot, we pull major arcana cards a lot of the time. It just happens that way. And so we're going to go ahead and put these cards there. I'm going to put this card over here, or these cards over here. For the next up is going to be Pisces up here. So next up is Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and just draw this just so in case you want to know what's up next is Pisces. So Pisces, don't worry, you'll be right next. And so here's the thing. Inside of yourself, you're looking within, right? Looks like you've gained a victory here. You've conquered something, Aquarius. Something really, really cool. And you got the Star card kind of helping you out. The Star card is going to help you and Pisces here. So the Star card could, I don't know, I guess the Star card could go over here just so that we can kind of see that a little bit easier. All right, so what is in here? What is this all about? Let's take a moment. Let's take like 10 seconds to think about this, okay? Okay. Let's take about 10 seconds to think about that. And what's really interesting is that the World card emulates the sort of the end of the world. I suppose, apocalyptic kind of stuff. Or at least from what the biblical perspective was. The eagle, the head of the man, the bull head, the lion head. So your U card here is looking at the inside of your victory. It looks like because you've had this massive victory, Aquarius, you can see the world. You can see the four corners of the world, okay? You have yourself helping yourself, your higher self helping yourself. I know that this looks kind of strange because the star card is actually kind of Aquarius, the water bearer, although it's kind of a wind element to it, you know. It's very, very interesting. So you're going to have a lot of victories in this month of June and probably moving forward into the next month. So, you know, the thing is, if I can find a better way to do this, I'm going to definitely go ahead and try to get you situated with everybody else. I'm sorry, Aquarius, I'm behind. I have a lot of videos I'm trying to take care of. And, you know, I need to maybe come up with a new way to do this. But anyways, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope that you can kind of see what's going on here. So we've got 5, and we've got 11. So you got a little more than that. And then this number is 5, 6, 7. That's 17. So, you know, 11, 5, and 17. So these are actually really, really cool cards because you got a lot of blue, got a decent amount of green, and a little bit of red. So all these cards and everything are kind of going along the same path, right? So for your month of June through the mid of, you know, July, it's going to look like a lot of victories. There's a lot of things happening. You've got a very powerful guide here. The star card, if the star card is an angelic guide, you have a very, very powerful guide. I have to say that much. It just makes a lot of sense. You know, you've got yourself here. And I bumped off this card. And so what this card is here is this. So from my perspective here, now this is my perspective. You could, you know, if you're a reader and you can kind of see what's going on here, you might see something different. But here's the thing. There's a lot of 10s. There's a lot of 5s. There's a lot of 10s. It's very 10ish. It's very 10ish, you know. So what's the first thing I see on this card? You know, honestly, the first thing I see on this card is there's an actual tapestry hanging off of a bridge of a castle, and there's this old guy looking looking back. But you know, I know that he's looking at the dogs, honestly, but it looks like he's looking in the past. It's like this is kind of what I can tell from this card here, because of what's going on here at this moment. Like you're looking in the past. So your significant other, because this is your significant other now, whether you're with somebody or you're single, we'll have to draw a card. But before we get too far forward, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some other cards. If you're not used to this yet, typically, Aquarius, I'm using a lot of cards and a lot of things that I grew up using. And to me, it's actually kind of important. And so I'm going to help you with that too, okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull some stuff here. And seeing as how this is kind of about you, you know, I know that this, like I've said before, this is kind of the architect card. This is kind of the card of, you know, moving forward with life in a really interesting and cool kind of way, as far as like building infrastructure. But because this is about Aquarius, it's about the world, it's about you gaining a victory, a lot of support. This is a lot of very, very big things happening here. So I'm just pulling a chance card. I know I could pull a community chest, but I'm going to pull a chance card, and we're going to see what this has to say. Take a trip to Reading Railroad or Reading Railroad. If you pass go, collect $200. Now this is a typical normal card here, right? You know, as far as Monopoly goes, you might, whether you played Monopoly or you haven't played Monopoly, you know, I don't really care. It's basically, you know, kind of a normal card to get. Take a trip to Reading Railroad if pass go to collect $200. It's a great card to get, honestly. This has a lot to do with movement. You know, there's a lot of steam going on here. Aquarius, a lot of air in this card. And if you've seen this card before, you know, Ophiuchus is doing really good here. You know, look at that, 1936, 2014. This is when I, you know, this is when I bought this set here. Apparently, oh man, that's been some time. But yeah, this is literally right here. A guy riding the railroad, and one of the best cards to get. And this is basically just going forward, you know, with a decision. So it seems as if the world is leading you forward, you know, with a decision, a victory that you've accomplished, right? Because we're looking at you here. And this, take a trip on a Reading Railroad. Now, whether you go to Pennsylvania or, you know, you're just kind of really hot. Yeah, I don't know. You're either making a decision, you're making a move towards something, or, you know, because I just see this picture as just like, I mean, there's just a lot of, there's a lot of female figures here. There's the star card here. There's this card here. This guy is literally an expose going, yeah, show me what you got. I'm going to beat you down. You know, I'm awesome. She's showing off. She's like, I'm awesome. This star card's like, I'm awesome. And your significant other is like, I need to look into the past here. You know, I know this probably, you know what, this sounds actually kind of weird, but here's the point. You know, there's a lot of amazing things happening here, you know, and the focus is on literally the naked woman in the center. And I'm just saying, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. She's the focus because she's like, look at my beauty. Look at my nakedness. Look at my beauty. And this woman over here as your archangel or star card is going, look at my beauty. Look at, I can do things in the water. I can do things on land. And I'm very powerful. And this guy here, if you're looking from a guy's perspective, from, you know, a fighting perspective, this guy beat these other two guys in a coliseum. He has two swords. He's holding onto his sword, and there's two swords here from the people that lost. So it's not just, you know, it's not, I mean, it's five. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he won 2 other fights, and then now he won 2 more. And this is going to 10, so it's doubling. So if we're looking at it like this, your significant other is going to see just the expose that you're putting yourself through, whether you're female, male, whatever, you're moving forward, and it's looking amazing. So if you have somebody in your life, we'll pull this card. If you don't, we'll pull this card. So let's go ahead and pull the Crazy Eights card, because your significant other could be crazy. I don't know. I don't know you from Adam or Eve, but hopefully they're not. But the fact is, you know, here's the simple fact. Your significant other could be a little crazy, because the fact is, when you fall in love, you kind of have blinders on, you know, a little bit, to some degree, you kind of do. So you fall in love for whatever reason, and, you know, yeah, I mean, the fact is, there is some truth in that. But if you can figure out how to work with each other, you can have an amazing relationship. So what do we got? Mercury. So this is actually really, really good. It's Mercury with a spade. So you know what? I gotta say, spades are kind of my favorite. as far as cards go. Spades are actually kind of my favorite. But you got 1 with a Mercury. So Mercury is all about intelligence. It's all about Thoth or Thoth. I guess Thoth might maybe sound like a bit of a candy or something, but Thoth is Egyptian. It is, very, very old. If we're going to think about things that are old, 3 things that come up that are old are Enoch, Thoth, and Saint Germain or Saint Germain. So if we're going to think about things that are very, very old that come back to life and, come back here and talking about living forever, we're kind of thinking about this kind of thing right here. And this is number 1. It's a spade. So this is, let me just pause here real quick, just to get some notes. I'm going to pull up some cards, but I'll go ahead and just pull cards, and I'll get back to you word-wise in a second. Just let me think about this, okay? Okay. So if you got a significant other, they're going to have the inspiration of Thoth, Mercury. Now, if you're thinking about this, I know people are coming here and watching some of this stuff and are probably wondering, like, what do you know, Trigger? What have you learned? I've learned a hell of a lot, and probably more than most people. And not to brag, but I've learned a lot. And what I can tell you is pretty astronomical in some sense. But I'm going to go ahead and just let it... What I want to do here on Trigger Tarot is I want to leave it up to you to figure out how this is going to play into your life, because this is general. So this is kind of like playing with a Kamehameha wave. I'm just like, boom! I'm just like pushing out the energy. But, this is really how you can form it for your life. So I'm trying to help you out. But you kind of have to see the cards from where they fall and how they fall. So if you're single, it's a red 6. So what does this mean here? Well, this guy's looking into the past. He has red clothing. You are the winner. Inside of yourself is red. Up at the top of this little, this little wreath here, the ties in are red. And what is the archangel holding? She's holding all of the vases, and they're all red. There's this little red bird up on top here. You ever check out this little red bird? Guess what that would be? You want to know? Do you want to know what it is? I can tell you. You know what? I'm going to leave it a secret for like 5 minutes, and I'll tell you in 5 minutes, okay? 5. We'll go down from there. Just a little fun little thing we'll do, Aquarius. Just me and you. We'll just do that for 5 minutes. If you can guess it, tell me in the comments down below before I get there. But, I'll tell you in under 4 minutes now, because, time's a ticking. I'm looking at the clock right now. There's a lot of red in here. It shows 6, which 6 means, you're like, 6 means man, number of the beast, But what is the number of man? It's actually 5. Okay? It's actually 5. But what we're looking at here is that you have within yourself a very strong possibility of looking towards the past. Now, I know that you're like, look at everything that's happening. Like, I could just go forward. Boom, boom, boom. You have to look into the past, because this is what I'm seeing very heavily here. Mercury is about intelligence, and a spade is a spade. So We're looking at a spade. We're looking upside down right here with this little, you know, this little tapestry that's tied onto the bridge here. And that's what that means, is gotta look backwards. So we're actually looking backwards here, right? Why are we looking backwards? Let's try to figure this out. We got everything going forward with us for this month and the next month. Why do we have to look backwards? There's something that we're missing, right, Aquarius? Me and you. Me and you, we got to be missing something. What are we missing here? We're missing some sticks, right? But sticks, not necessarily in a right side up, kind of an upside down factor. So we're missing something here. We got to be missing something here. We're counting our cards. We're counting our... So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10, 6. You know, what's going on here? Why am I missing something? There's 5 here. You know, I'm going back within, you know, all this work that I've done, you know, all this magic that I've been able to procure. Number 10, all this stuff, I'm going down. Why am I going down, 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 down? What's going on here? My core self shows a 5. You know, I'm going up to 8 sticks, 8 wands. I know I should say, you know, I'm sorry, of course. I should say wands, but I love to say sticks because, I mean, they're sticks, you know, that's me. That's me. On Trigger Tarot, I might say sticks sometimes. You might get used to that. What can we figure out from here? We need to solve this puzzle here. You are in a quandary, Aquarius. You are in a very big quandary. Ontario, Canada. So there is a little cavalryman here. He is in Ontario, so it might have something to do with Canada or something to do with something north of you. But what is going to happen here? This is crazy. I can't even tell. You've got everything going on. You've got a couple of wands here with a naked woman. You got another naked woman here. You've got an expose. You're showing off. You're showing off. So what I can tell here, Aquarius, is that you're moving up into something, but you're also looking back. It looks very, very, very powerful, but you're looking back. You're losing out. Maybe you're losing out because you're looking back. You got this produce here of 8 because you look back. You know what, Aquarius? I think what the fact is you've got this guidance here, but you second guess yourself and you might lose out on something. You can look north to Ontario. You can look north, but you might lose out on something because this is like very heavy cards moving downwards. Downwards. There is Ontario here, so you could look north. You know, honestly, you really could, but you're going downwards. And why is that? You know, this was upside down. Usually this would be more, but this, like, you know, this 8 of sticks looks less than it would otherwise. Holy cow. Why? Aquarius, why? Why, Aquarius, why? You have so much going for you. Like, it started off so well with June moving into the next month. Why do you feel so down? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's pull up the final card. Let's see what ends up happening here. Boom. Major Arcana card. Temperance right there. Trigger Tarot, you will get boom, boom, boom. Major Arcana cards. Rapidly, quickly, over and over and over again. And all due to Lady Luck and Shuffleophagus, who is not here. I've banned him for this reading because I just don't like him anymore. But anyways, Look at all this stuff here. This is your core card. This is you. This is your significant other. This is your journey card, and this is your outcome card. So what ends up happening is that you are going through this transformation. Like, everything's going good for you, but you know what ends up happening here, Aquarius? Is that everything works out very well for you. But the thing is, you go inside of yourself. Because you try to, Aquarius, I have to say, I totally understand this. I totally understand this. You had so much victory here. You're like reading Railroad, the world, or the World, the card of Swords, 5. I've gained so much victory, but why? Why? Hold on. How did I do this? I wound up with a bounty of goodness. How the heck did I ended up getting all that stuff? If you have a person in your corner, a lover, a brother, I'm thinking this is a sibling, honestly. I know this could probably be any one of those kinds of things, but for you, Aquarius, this could quite literally be maybe your best friend or your brother or your sister that ended up, feeding you or telling you something that you didn't really want to hear, because it's a spade. And the fact is, I love spades. I love bitter beers. I love bitter foods. I love horseradish sauce. I love garlic. I love that kind of stuff. But the fact is, it will open your mouth. It will open your nostrils. It will open you up to a whole new world. You're like, whoa, I wouldn't have thought of that. But you got a significant other that is helping you with thought, with your train of thought, where it's like, oh man, I never thought about that. And they help you out. Now, this red 6 is like, danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger. You're like, whoa. If you don't have someone in your life, let's say you're just all by yourself, it's like, red flag, red flag, red flag. Look at this. You're moving into a territory that you're not so sure of. So everything that help you succeed, whether it's somebody else or yourself, is helping you gain a perspective that will help you move forward in a cautious fashion, in a cautious type of way, which helps you move into temperance. So you know what, Aquarius, you are amazing. You moved and you had victory and you moved forward in your life, and you weren't sure about it, but you had help this way with a friendly, caring person, or by yourself. It was like, watch out, boom, boom, boom. You see how that's there, right? That, the line underneath the 6 designates it as 6. And you're thinking Nero right there, right? Obviously. But the progression and the work that you're moving forward with, you're like, hold on a second. I need to have some temperance here. Because I had all these good things happen. And I got to say, Aquarius, this happens to me too. I'm like, hold on. I had too much good luck. Something's going to fail. Someone's going to bail on me. I have to, see what's going on here and get on the right path. So this is what's going to happen for you at the end of the month, or the middle of the month here in June, moving into July. You're going to have a massive amount of victory. It's going to make you rethink some things, just so that you don't get overconfident. So this is what this means, Aquarius, is that there's a lot of things that might bring you to a factor of overconfidence, But you are going to see this and you're going to go, oh, I need to go temperance, because overconfidence kills the cat. Or wait, no, that's not the right saying. What is the saying? Either way, that actually could be a good saying. You know what? On Trigger Tarot, I am going to go ahead and say that overconfidence kills the cat. So we're just going to go ahead and say that. And I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but these are the cards that we've had for Aquarius, and I feel like this is kind of the case. So if you're Aquarius Moon, this has to do with your emotions, right? So if you're emotionally set on something, just, think about some temperance here. You got the Star card. As an archangel, as an angel, as a spiritual entity helping you out here. And I think that you have the right way of doing things. You have a lot of luck moving forward. Just do what you're doing and everything should be fine. It just looks like you're just going to pull back and just think about it for a bit. Go up. Let's do some temperance here. Because I had a lot of luck. I had a lot of things. I had a lot of good things going on in my life. Inspiration from my significant other, family member, or a caution from myself. Let's do that. And that's all there is. I don't see anything else. I'd pull a secret mission card, but I think this is just right on par. I think this is absolutely here. You know what? I will pull one of these cards. I'm going to close my eyes, and we're going to pull one of these cards here. See if a Monopoly card can also help here, because I just want to. I feel like I need to pull a Monopoly card. Go ahead and do this. I'm still have my eyes closed. Pull this card right there. Baltic. So, if it has something to do with Baltic, like a deep purple color, it's a very, very cheap property. It's not very, very good. So, if mortgage value 30 to unmortgage pay 33. So to unmortgage it, you had to pay 33. It's not a very good card. It really isn't. And I guess the fact is, with what I've been saying and what Lady Luck has been inspiring me to, because I've got, I honestly do feel like I do have some spiritual inspiration, although I think it's Lady Luck. Other than that, I don't, have a guide, so to speak. I know a lot of people talk about their guides and stuff, but I have literally run wild without a guide for a very, very, very long time. I've decided to do most of this all on my own. The only thing I've really truly had was some dragon fire with luck, which actually does help with that. So, dragon fire. We can get some of that stuff to go there, but this is really it. So I guess the fact is you're kind of cautious about what's going on here. And I think what's going to happen is that if you don't have the temperance, like the caution that you've had so far, you had a lot of luck, you had some caution, and then you're moving into temperance. If you get rid of that, you're going to be on Baltic. You just imagine how that goes. You can just imagine. You're just not going to have a very good monopoly in life, and it's not going to do you very good. So your thought frame right here with the temperance card, because it's all about this angel looking, You know, this whole halo around the angel going, yep, yep, yep. I need to balance this. I need to balance this. I need to balance this. I've had too much good stuff happen so far that I need to hold back a little bit, and then I'll be good. So we go from 21, you know, we go from 5 to 21 to 10 to 8 to 14. So we're going, and then we got the Baltic Avenue here at the end. So what I'm seeing with this is like, do your temperance, do your due diligence, and you won't end up on Baltic. It's a purple card. It's an intelligence card. You won't end up here if you do the right stuff. Okay? This is what I can tell. So, Aquarius, I think you're going to have a pretty good month, and the next month should be pretty good too. But it's all in your head. And I think the fact is the way you're doing it is great. So keep doing what you're doing, you know, and I think you'll be fine. You might have someone in your corner. If you don't, you got a lot of caution signs going off, going, danger, Will Robinson, danger, you know. So you got stuff like that happening here. So let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. So thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Leave some comments too. Let me know what you think about this too. You know, I'm enjoying this too. I'm a bit of an amateur, but I feel that I've been able to look at some good stuff, and I think that this might help too. So please, please, please let me know what you think. And I'll see you next month, okay? Have a great month, Aquarius. Okay, everybody. All right, Pisces. Sorry, I'm just pretty excited to get through this here. The star card is for your video here, as well as it was for Aquarius. So the star card is kind of the guiding angel here as far as what's going to help you out here. And so, Pisces, welcome to Trigger Tarot. We're going to go through this. You are going to go ahead and pull the card that you need for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. You know, we could do it for each other here. You know, I gotta say, Pisces, I really don't know a lot of Pisces. I want to, but I really don't know a lot of you. So you're the one of the mysterious cards that I've actually had to do here. And so I hope we can maybe get to know each other at some point. But yeah, you know. So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. You are going to put my finger at the exact thing that you want. And make sure it's a card, though. You know, let's make sure that this is something here. So we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to close my eyes. We are going to go ahead and pull the right card. It's important. I just saw the flame flicker. Although I had my eyes closed, I could see it brightly shine. Are we close? Left or right? Left? And I don't know what card here. So you flickered up on this card here. I think it's the top card, actually. So let's go ahead and pull that card and see what that could possibly be. What could we possibly get on Trigger Tarot but Major Arcana cards, of course. That's what we do. So, what did you pull, Pisces? Obviously, Major Arcana cards. Because, you know, that's the way that goes. You know, other people are like, how did you do that? I don't understand. Well, on Trigger Tarot, we pull the Major Arcana cards because that's what we do here. So if you want to know the absolute best of the best, oh, the best whatevers, they're here. Anyways, U card here, Queen of Swords, boom. Another Major Arcana card. I'm not doing anything. I do not know magic at all. This is all divinely inspired. So you want to see divine inspiration? It's right here. This is the core card. This is the U card. This is the lover card. The other card. This is the journey card, and this is the finale card for you, Pisces. Let's put this here, although it doesn't matter anymore because we're kind of done for this month here. I might start some Aries stuff pretty soon here, but like I said, boom, just like that, the King of Cups, boom, the King of Frogs. I accidentally kind of hit that, but it looked pretty cool, so I held on to it. I'm like, whoa. I'm actually pretty good at well, sometimes. I'm pretty good at flipping cards around. I'm pretty ambidextrous. Not ambi. I can't even talk right now. Wow. Man. This is the other card, but you know what? Before we get to this card here, let's go ahead and look at some stuff because this is about you, Pisces. So I'm trying to help you out. So your core card is the King of Pentacles. Now, that actually helps me out a lot because you are imagining something for yourself of which you have the power to do so, and yourself is the Queen of Swords. I sometimes wish I didn't pull up all the Major Arcana cards, but, you know, that's the way that goes on Trigger Tarot. So the more I say it, the more it's going to happen. Star card here is here to enforce that, like freaking police. And, yeah, Aquarius. Thank Aquarius for that, because Aquarius started with that card. Of which I am Aquarius too, so maybe thank me too. And I guess so. But anyways, this is really, really interesting, Pisces. So got a little angel there that's I'm seeing, and a little seagulls there in the background, which is very interesting. Although, you know, maybe that's not a seagull. Maybe that could be a hawk. You know, because this is like the way that that's drawn is a little bit more than normal. So I know there's a little bit of water there. I don't know why I'm seeing lava, but I'm seeing something red there. But it looks like you're gonna lead the charge. You're gonna make a very powerful statement. It's all on you, like a very, very powerful and intuitive kind of thing. And it's gonna lead into the Queen of Swords. You're gonna become the Queen of Swords. Your feminine side, if you're a male, or if you're a female, you're just gonna go ahead and take your male side and charge forward into the lead. So this is all based upon you, Pisces. Now, I know Pisces are very, very good at helping everybody else out. But Pisces, you need some help by yourself here, because that's important. A lot of Pisces go out trying to help everybody else out in their emotional need, and then they don't decide to help themselves. And that can actually be maybe a bad thing, because you're always trying to work for everybody else. Pisces, I get you, because I'm a Scorpio, and you really do try to help everybody else out too. But the only difference between you and Scorpio is the fact that we choose where to give our attention to. Pisces is like, everybody gets, look under your chair, everybody gets a prize. It's like, yeah, no, not with Scorpios. We're just like, meh, you didn't deserve it, you don't get it. It's sort of that way. It's kind of like, it can be like a back and forth kind of thing. But the fact is, it's kind of true in a way, But the fact is, what Pisces has up on a Scorpio is the fact that they're going to take the charge, but they're going to try to help everybody along the way. Scorpio's like, I'm going to help you and you and you. It's kind of like that one movie where the one guy's looking at the other person like, you're cool, you suck, fuck you, you're cool. And then he moves on from there. Pisces are like, I'm going to help all of you. Whereas everybody else is like, thank you. And everybody's looking at Scorpio going, oh, please don't say F you to me. I don't deserve that. But maybe they do. So here's the thing, Pisces. You are leading the charge. You have a lot of magic within you, and you can do it. You have a lot of very, 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 very powerful energy coming your way. Let's pull a chance card, because community chests will be other cards. And although this does have to do with other people, I'm going to focus on you here, because you have the Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Dear God. Trigger Tarot pulls up all the major arcana cards, and advance to Boardwalk. What can I say? Advance to Boardwalk. Advance to Boardwalk, Queen of Swords. You got this little baby here going, wah, 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 wah. Sorry, it sounds very annoying. I should probably stop. It's actually quite late. My neighbors might complain. But you are moving forward, and you've got this innocence here with you, right? Moving forward, you got a lot of innocence with you. Seagulls there. There's a hawk there. There's, I don't see anything in the background there, but you got a lot of presence to move forward here, Pisces. I just have to say, you kind of do. You're making a bold, bold statement, and it looks like you're going to be taking care of an innocent. Now, whether it's your own baby, someone else's baby, or some kind of innocent understanding or whatever, you are taking care of that. As you saw beforehand, King of Swamps, or the King of Cups here. So you got this King of Cups here. He's holding a cup. He's got a little rod here. He's got a little fishy on his necklace here and all that. He's like, I've got these little amphibian boots here. Nobody ever checked out my frog skin boots. I'm really cool. Sitting on this little throne here made of concrete in the ocean. There's seaweed around me, but this place will never sink, and I'll just look right forward. No big deal. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I wish I was freaking playing poker. I would beat my friend so hard. He would never win. I would make so much freaking money, because Trigger Tarot, Veracity Trigger can pull up all these freaking kings. Pair with one with the queen. Ah, man. Anyways, sorry. Your significant other has to say Venus, number 2. And if you're single, +4. Let's draw some 4 cards here. Good thing I left those cards there. We'll see what those have to say. Venus here, if you have a significant other. 2 diamonds. So something shiny going on here. Let's pull 4 cards here. Actually, let's pull whatever cards you're going to pull for me, Pisces. Pisces is probably one of the funnest to do because you are so strange. I mean, you're really cool, but, I wish I knew more Pisces because I know a few of you, and the ones that I know are very, very fun. Like, the kind of conversation we can have is just so... I can joke around so much, and nobody's hurt at all. It's like we have this watery understanding, and it's super fun. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. Five, 6, 7. 9. And 5, 6, 7. Okay, Pisces. Now, I know. These aren't all major tarot cards, but these are still cards. Okay? So, what we've ended up with, as far as you're single, this is all single, right? There's 2 here. But this matches this, so that goes there. 5, 6, 7. King and Queen of Swords. It's hard to match any of that other stuff right now. There's a 7 here, and there's a 7 here. So it's very, very... 7 is very important for you. 9. Now, the big man on campus card. That's very important, but this probably has to do with you. And where could this possibly go? I think this probably goes to the King of Cups. But we'll see as we pull some more cards here. So we'll kind of get maybe an understanding. Got the +4, so we'll put that there. And so moving forward, 7 is a very important thing. So it looks like if you don't have a significant other, let's say you have a significant other, it's Venus, very emotional, right? A lot of water here. A couple wands, but it just has a very watery feel to it, right? So you are going to, I mean, he's holding like a globe in his hand or something like that, right? What is he holding in his hand? It looks like a world with a couple griffins clutching onto something else, right? It's a very interesting card, and he's just kind of looking forward. He's very hopeful. He's got another wand next to him, but it's kind of his own thing. And so your significant other is giving you the chance to do what you want to do. Your significant other is saying, hey, here's a really cool idea. You go ahead and do this. And you're sitting out as the King of Cups in the water going, I can do this. You don't mind just giving this to me? And your significant other is like, go for it, So your significant other is giving you the chance to do this. If you're by yourself, it looks like you've taken a lot of ideas because he's holding a stick here, right? He's holding a wand. You're kind of thinking like, no, it's just, these are the pentacles here, and he's just holding a staff. But He's holding a stick. He's holding a stick. It looks like you can grow this, but there might be a little bit of contention somewhere, you know. But overall, I guess I can kind of see that, you know, there's going to be the big man on campus. You know, you might have to overcome, you know, your own ability to see through this. Now, I know that sounds really weird. Like, overcome your own ability to see through this? Yeah, it does kind of seem like that because you're going from 7 up to 9, you know? In this one, there's 2 and 2, and you are the king of swamps, or the king of cups here, right? And a lot of crazy emotional stuff's going on here, but you need to overcome yourself because you're looking upon what could grow and you're looking upon what you might have to fight over that, and then you're going to end up becoming, you know, the big man on campus or the big woman on campus or whatever, and you got all these cups here. So you're going to have to overcome your own emotional state because of this to move forward. Okay, so I hope that helped you understand a little bit about that. But let's go ahead here and let's pull this card here. There's a number 4 here, which typically means that, you know, there's like 3 other people here waiting to drive swords into your brain, into your heart, and into your gullet. You know, but you're a stone statue. And you got your sword right here. You know, you're actually in the coffin. They think they're going to attack you, but really what they're doing is attacking a statue of you. This coffin lid is actually open. If you didn't see this, this blackness means that the coffin lid is open. You are coming out of the coffin. You know, got these ideas. You feel kind of dead. You feel kind of dead to the world, like someone else is going to attack you. You know, but you got this sword to defend you from all this. So a lot of this stuff has to do with emotions. You know, you want to drive forward and do something. Got this magic here. Got this emotions. You can move forward. You have the sword. You can advance the boardwalk. You got the sword. You got the sword here. You're sort of playing dead. You know, you're sort of playing dead. You got the star card on your side. It looks like you're feeling about feelings from the past. A person that loves you is helping you move forward. Let's pull a risk card here. Let's see what ends up happening here. Central Africa. I think I've had this before. I'm going to pull another card. I know I've shuffled this a bunch of times. Brazil. Now, I know I didn't get this one before last time. So Brazil could mean a lot of things. Brazil typically means Brazil. And Brazil people are very emotional and are very proud of their country. Just like Americans are. Believe it or not, the South Americans and North Americans are about the same as far as pride goes. Like pride of their culture, their people, you know, their land, what they've been able to build, and what they love. Very much the same. Very much. Believe it or not. They might not understand, but Americans feel the exact same way. So you're going to feel a lot of pride, you know, in what you've done, Pisces. And you will not, I don't think you're going to be talking about it. I think this has a lot to do with emotions. You're looking down at your works. You look like you have to maybe fight somebody here, but you feel proud about what you've been able to accomplish, which is more than what you've been able to do. You know, it looks like you're being very stoic here. You know, you might, I don't know, are you going to turn to a zombie? Ooh, maybe this is the time where somebody turns into a zombie. What if that's the case? Let's pull a new card and see what ends up happening here. So, Knight of Swords. Ooh, you know what? The fact is, maybe you're not the zombie, but you're moving towards attacking those that have given you trouble. Maybe you're out to kill a bunch of zombies. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. But you know what? Here's the interesting fact, is that you went from the Queen of Swords as you to finishing off as the Knight of Swords. So you felt very comfortable here, like you're very powerful. But then you realize that at the very end of the journey that you had to be the Knight of Swords. You've had some opposition here along the path from June to July, and you've realized that you had to become the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of swords going on here. 4, 1, and 1. There's some pentacles going on here. There's some staffs, sticks, cups, all this sort of stuff is going on here. So whether your significant other is helped you push you forward with that, or it's been yourself to finally realize how much you've had good going for you, and you got a lot of pride to move forward, is that you got this guardian spirit with you. Aquarius led with this guardian spirit, and you got to, pour onto the land and pour into the sea. This airy feel to it. Swords, I think, kind of with an airy feel here. And all that. All the swords are at the top of this setting here. So I think it kind of makes sense in the fact that you need to move forward. Maybe you're not the zombie. Probably you're not the zombie. Maybe somebody else has been a zombie, a robot, or something like that. And you've had to advance the boardwalk. You've had to lead the charge with the Knight of Swords. Like, advance the boardwalk could be a part of this Knight of Swords card, actually. It could very well be a part of that. To the point that you have to actually lead the way. You've been content with what's been going on. And, you thought, oh, I just have to sit here and I'll be fine. But then your significant other's like, but look at what's going on in the world. And you're like, geez, I got to do so much stuff. And then you're like, oh, well, I have a lot of victories, so it's not so bad. I can kind of move forward and do whichever way this goes. And then Brazil here with pride. You feel very powerful, and you probably have a few other people that are holding their swords that want to attack you and disembowel you. But you're like, I'm stoic. You can't stop me. I'm a statue. You're not going to stop me. And then you got the Advanced Boardwalk card. You got the Knight of Swords card. You know what? It's time to counterattack. It's time to counterattack. It's time to go back, do the offensive, and knock out those that are waiting to crush you. So you felt pretty confident initially, and you had a good reason to be confident, Pisces. But you kind of need to go back on the offense here. So I think that's a fact. I mean, you can be comfortable with an idea of boardwalk, but you're never really going to truly have that until you lead the way. You might feel like you're leading the way just because you're sitting on a throne, but the fact is, people are probably going to contend you here until you actually lead the way, like a full force. Don't stop. So, to close this out, let's pull a secret mission card. Let's see what this is. Destroy all orange troops. Now, maybe this has something to do with this and with this. And with this. Ooh, that's interesting. So I get this feeling like this card, and this card need to be destroyed, because destroy all orange troops. Now, normally this isn't something I really care for, because I like orange. But it seems like we have to destroy that. So maybe the pride is getting in the way of you leading. I wonder. I really, really wonder. Okay, well, we destroyed all those because of what the cards had to say. Let's roll. I'm going to roll a couple die here just to see what some of our things could be. I'm going to roll a triangular die here. And I'm going to roll this blue one here. and see what ends up being, okay? So this triangular die, whatever's at the top that says 222, that means that that's for 2. And we'll see what it ends up possibly being. Okay, a 6 and a 4. Interesting. It's almost like, I wonder if I should probably reverse this. That's a 4, and that's a 6. So we've got 6, 5, 1, 7, 2, 4, 1. And then the star card here too. So, you know, I think the star card is going to help you overall, Pisces. And I think that's probably what's going to help out, you know. So I think 6 has something to do with the Queen of Swords. I think you're going to find, I don't know, you're going to find your strength within 6 days or something to that degree. 4 seems to be very powerful as far as this goes. So this could be 4 adversaries. It's quite possible you could have 4 hidden adversaries of which they're mounted onto a wall. They're stoic, you're stoic. You know, just kind of waiting to drop the hammer on you. And you realize that you got 4 adversaries, but you got 6 powers of your own, spiritual, whatever. You're going to lead the charge, and you can likely destroy them. But you realize at some point you cannot just sit on your butt and do nothing. You have to lead the charge. You have an angelic figure of the star helping you out, the same as Aquarius, and you can move forward and do that very thing you need to do in order to gain the confidence that you need to conquer your foes and to move forward with your projects. So, I hope that helped you out, Pisces. I hope you have a good month, the rest of this month, and into July. And I hope to see you in the next reading. So thanks so much, Pisces, for being here. I hope that this helped you out. And if it did, you know, let me know. I am still a bit of an amateur at this, and I'm still doing the best I can. We got some dragon fire here to help you out in case you need some help. But, you know, that's been your reading for June and the middle of July. Thanks for being here, Pisces, and thanks for being here, Aquarius. I hope you have a great day, and let me know, let me know in the comments down below how this helped you out. Okay, take care.